Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for Football Manager 2023 as we continue our run here with Banbury United FC in the League One. And we have not won a game since before the last episode. I should say, we have not won a game in the league since before the last episode. It has been a rough go of things, but we have been getting FM'd up, down, left, and right. We definitely should have won more of those games, but it happens, right? Like, how many times have we seen the FM income? Right now, if you go based off of XG and just how we've played, we should be the number 2 team in the league. Instead, we're the number 5 team in the league. So it's not all over. It's not like the worst thing possible, but it's frustrating, as you guys can imagine. So let's get right into the episode. All right, here we are. Last game you guys saw was the Huddersfield game where we drew in that one. We then went up against Lincoln, drew against this one. They had the guys sent off in the 33rd minute, and we still couldn't get a victory in this one. But we did better than they did, statistically. So, FMing number 1. We then went up against Crew and drew against them, a 1-1. We got to go from Katongo in this game. FMing number 2. We absolutely dominated them, but couldn't get the win. I mean... we then went up against AFC Wimbledon in the Papa John's Trophy, and we ended up drawing against them in the regular time, but won on penalties, which good stuff there. Kamara, Chilvers, Foran, Francis, and Campbell all getting penalty shots in this game, which was really good to see. We then went up against Gateshead, of course, in the FA Cup second round. Kirby, playing as a striker in this game because we have way too many injuries to do otherwise, picked up 4 goals. So he can't score from the striker position, just maybe not at this level. Obviously, Gateshead being a Vanarama National team, so definitely well below our level. Chilvers picked up a goal in that game as well as Katongo. So we took care of business, moved on to the FA Cup third round, which we play AFC Wimbledon in that game, who we have drawn. So we drew them there. We then drew them there. And then, of course, like I said, won on penalties. It's going to be a tough game to get past them in the third round. So we shall see. We then play Southampton under 23s, or under 21s, I should say, in the Papa John's Trophy. So, I mean, I don't really care, but if we get past it, it's a little bit more money for our pocketbooks. So we will go with that. And then finally, we lost against Fleetwood in a game that we absolutely destroyed them again, as you would expect, because that's how things go. I think it's frustrating. I say destroyed them. I think we were on a 2.5 something XG, and they were like a 1.8. So maybe not destroyed, but we definitely shouldn't have lost. At worst, we should have drawn in this game, in my opinion. So here's the team we're bringing for the game today against Bolton. It is a home game against Bolton. We have Zach, obviously, in goal. Sturge on the left, Beck and Monzi on the right. Foran and Katongo in the middle. Mabaya and Oyedel hold up our midfield. Chilvers is going to come in as our left wing person today just because of various injuries. That is, oh, by the way, if I hadn't mentioned that, we are getting injuries galore despite trying to do as much rotation as possible. Tabiter comes on the right-hand side. Charles is going to play as our advanced playmaker and Kirby up front. But honestly, you know what I'm going to do? Looking at this, I'm going to swap these two guys. We know Kirby plays better back here, and I think Charles can hold down the fort up front, and we're going to see if that does anything slightly better for us overall. But that's it. Let's go ahead and get into this game. Not really much else to talk about. Hopefully, we can get a good result today. We got to end this bad run of form that we're on right now. Got to end this bad run of form. I mean, we're only down in 5th. We're only 3 points behind the second place team. I mean, the number 1 team is just running away with things. I'm not worried about them at all. So we're still doing well. Still doing well. It's just... And again, I've talked about this before. We are overachieving this season from what we should be doing. Absolutely overachieving. So it's not about the fact that we are dropping points. It's how we're dropping points. We're dropping points in games that we're playing better than the other team. Those are frustrating. I mean, if we're just straight up playing poorly, then fine. We're playing poorly. The other teams are just straight up better than us. Fine. The other teams are better than us. But when you drop points in games that you should be winning, it is frustrating. There's Ferran with the ball. Up to Mabaya. Kirby now with it. Gets it up to Chilvers on the left-hand side. See how he does over there. Mabaya gets it up to Kirby. Back to Foran. Back up to Mabaya. Over to Kirby. Kirby to Oyedel. Oyedel's got Tapinar up there to the right-hand side. Gets it over to Charles. Couldn't quite sneak that one in. Good play, though. Really good play from the boys. Just couldn't quite get it inside that post. Here's Tapinar with the goal. Corner kick, I should say. Katongo gets it back to Tapinar. I was going to say he's offsides, isn't he? Yeah. Not looking great in this game so far. I'm actually going to shell at the boys' defense more here. Bekamanze over to Katongo. Back to Bekamanze. Katongo with the ball again. Back to Zach attack. Starting off this attack for us. Forehand up to Oyedel. There's Tapinar. Gets it up. Charles in a good spot. Not a good finish, though. Maybe I should trust Kirby more. I don't know. Maybe it's our formation and our kind of instructions, because it always seems like all of our strikers play poorly. Like our attacking midfielder almost always plays better than our strikers. Corner kick coming from Tapinar. Nothing going there. I mean, Bolton's down here in 13th. A draw at home is a bad result for us, in my opinion. I'm not really happy. I mean, I am kind of happy with your performance as far as the fact that you are playing mostly okay. I'm not happy that we haven't got a goal. And a lot of that comes from our wonderful striker up here right now, who's just not getting it done. But I think we're going to bring Oyedel out first. Hazeman can come in there, get the yellow card out, make sure we don't run the risk of getting a red card here. Sturge with the ball here. Tapinar in the area, not able to get anything with it. And here comes Bolton on the counterattack. Of course, this is probably where they score because we are ahead in XG. In a game that we don't deserve to lose, they're going to win because that's just the way this game goes sometimes. So frustrating. Oh, goodness. All right, Kirby is exhausted right now. I think we bring Charles back. Obviously, he's not playing well up front. We're going to bring Kamara into that striker spot. And probably bring you out for Matheson. Go with that. So frustrating. There's Hazeman with the ball. Gets it up to Charles. Charles over to Chilvers. Of course, that's how it goes. Give me my throat. I mean, we're playing way better than Bolton, so that means we're definitely going to lose. I know I'm always so salty about this. I don't mean to be this salty, but come on. Surely you guys share at least a little bit of my frustration. Honestly, Charles just not playing well either. We're going to bring Hurd into that spot and just call that good enough. I mean, what else are we going to do here? I mean, it's a home game. We're going to go to attacking. I mean, I don't think changing these instructions has ever actually helped us. So, don't know that there's any point. I really don't like this. Yeah, we'll go with high press, much higher line. We're going to push everything course into their side of the things. I mean, here's again, it goes back to the whole thing. I've had this argument so many times over so many episodes, so many seasons. It's like I need to change something so that we play better than the other team. Oh wait, we're already playing better than the other team. Like, what do you do when you're already destroying the other team in every possible statistic? Shots on targets, XG, like clear-cut chances, every possible way you're destroying the other team. What do you change at that point? At some point, you just got to be like, okay, we've got to go out there and injure 12 of their players. You know, I know they've only got 11, but we got to injure 12 of them to actually stand a chance of actually coming away with the victory here. It is. And then what do you tell the team at the end of the game? They lost because they played amazing? I mean, what do you tell the team? Good job on outplaying your opponents, guys. Bunch of losers. I mean, again, it's not that we lost. It's that we lost a game that we shouldn't have lost for more than one reason. I mean, it's beyond frustrating. Criticize my tactics. My tactics are amazing. They're doing a great job. We would do, and again, it goes back to that argument of, should we just get a worse tactic? Would we have a better chance of winning with the worst tactic that get us a worse result as far as statistics? I mean, like, a statistically worse tactic will probably end up with more goals. Is that how this goes down? Anyway. All right, we'll be right back for game number 2 against Portsmouth. All right, we're back for game number 2 here today. This is the team we're bringing. We got Zach in goal, Chizoba on the left, Beckham Monzi on the right, Hayes Green and Katongo in the middle, Chilvers and Oyedale in the midfield with Richie on the left wing. Kamara's going to try it out on the right wing today. Again, dealing with injuries and other things, so we're just trying to figure out something. Charles is going to play as our advanced playmaker today with Dickinson back up front. Although Dickinson can only play 75 minutes, Richie can play presumably the full time, but we should definitely keep an eye on him. Let's go. I mean, I have no expectations anymore. My expectations are in the gutter. So what are we going to do? I'm hoping that we play poorly so that we can score more goals than the other team. I mean, that's where we're at. Well, that's where we're at. We've got to hope that we play poorly because that means you score more goals. Well, poorly game number 1 or step number 1. There we go. That was a poor attempt from Katongo there. I don't even know what to say anymore. That's just... don't know what to say. Kamara gets it over to Chilvers. Chilvers, don't know what he was doing because that was not a shot attempt or I guess it was a pass attempt. Don't know. So how do I adjust the strategy so they can play worse? Because I'm trying to give us the best chance of goals, and that's just it, right? We've got to play worse. No, you don't get a replay. Sorry, other team. Because even right now, they've shot twice, scored twice. I mean, they're just that. You know what? We're gonna go very attacking. Like, what kind of instructions can I put on here to make this as bad as possible? We're gonna go very direct play. We're gonna go super high tempo. We're just gonna make our guys exhausted from the get go. We're gonna definitely go to high press. We're just gonna get in their faces. It's a terrible idea, but I'm at a loss right at this point. Chilvers up to Charles. Charles, there's Dickinson. Of course, Superman, goalkeeper, is going to be able to get that one. Not that it matters. Dickinson was offsides. Where do we find these Superman goalkeepers? I wish our goalkeeper was Superman. They don't exist for our side of things. They only exist for the AI players. There's Kamara. I mean, good attempt, I guess. Terrible attempt there, but Kamara comes up with it. Kamara does get a goal. Good job, Kamara. That's making us not look completely worthless out there. I mean, don't get me wrong. Portsmouth is a great team. They're a great team. Like, they're number 3 right now, and they've got 2 games in hand against everybody else around them. So, they're an extremely good team. So, you know, I expect this to be a tough game. But it just feels like we're playing okay, and we should not be losing by a goal right now. A draw, I could probably accept that right now based on how we're playing. But losing just feels wrong. Oh, goodness. And I could probably almost even accept a loss to this team because of how good they are if it wasn't for the fact that we just lost that last game in a game that we shouldn't have lost. You know, it's just, it piles on, right? It's just, the frustration piles on. Good job, Katongo. Good job. Keeping us in this one for now. And as usual, our strikers are playing atrociously bad. We should just go strikerless. I mean, at this point. What else are we going to do? Like, these strikers are just... They play so poorly in our... Whatever our system's doing, and I don't know what. Because I feel like we've had strikers play well in our system. But right now, they are just not getting it done. All right, Chisoba comes out for Sturge for sure. I mean, Dickinson says he's inspired. I'll give you 10 more minutes. Show me how inspired you actually are. Apparently not inspired enough. He's actually playing worse now. Unfortunately, Kirby, I guess, has to come in here. Don't have much hope that he's going to get anything done. Probably Chilvers or Katongo. I'm going to bring Chilvers out because he's not playing as well as Katongo. Definitely feel like we need to get Katongo out here in a minute. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do something crazy. He's going to be attacking Shadow Striker. It's so stupid. But I'm like, they don't play well as strikers, so let's just do something stupid. What else what do we got to lose at this point? All right, last sub here. Gotta get Katongo out. He's tired and on a yellow card. Charles is pretty tired. You know what? We'll bring Hurt into him for him. We'll go with that. Yeah, I think this is fine. It's crazy, but it's fine. And we're gonna make you the playmaker. We're gonna make you the just make you a Shadow Striker. Do something. Just try to change things up. See what we can do here. Kirby chasing that one down. Gets it back to Sturge. Almost gave it up. Oh, you dealt with the ball. Up to Kirby's in the area. Not able to get on that one, though. Smith with the ball. All the way back to Zach. Over to Sturge. Hazeman now. Back to Hayes Green. Gets it up. Sturge is in the area. He's got a good chance here. Got a couple guys in the middle. Can't quite get it to him. Hurd's able to come back for it, though. Over to Richie. Richie tries to get it across. Nothing going there. I mean, we're putting some pressure on. Just not quite enough and not quite the right way. Oh, man, this Kamara. Good opportunity for Kamara to do something, but not going to happen. 10 minutes left here. Kamara on that right-hand side. Heads it over to Hurd. Back to Oyedel to Hazeman. Hazeman gets it up to Richie. Hurd. Hurd in that shadow striker spot actually picks up a goal. No, not an injury. We've got so many injuries this season. We can't deal with another one. Oh, we got nobody coming over there. Well, I guess nothing else to do except swap you over. Except you need to play on the right, so swap Kamara over. And Kirby plays, we'll just put you as a striker. Kirby plays as the advanced playmaker. Actually, you know what? We are going to make you keep you as a shadow striker. And we're going to make you... actually, you know what? Can we make you an advanced playmaker? We can, can't we? Yeah, we'll make you an attacking advanced playmaker over there. Kind of piece some stuff together. Obviously, we're going to drop off our attacking. that was just because I was frustrated. And somehow it sort of worked. We're going to turn off counter press. We're going to turn off that a little bit. We'll turn off get stuck in. A lot of the other stuff I think I'm going to keep, though. Hurd with the ball over to Kirby. Tries to get over to Hurd. Not able to get to him. Yeah, losing that man is... We're going to end up losing this game because we lost the man. And that's frustrating because we came back into this. We got back in this. Oh, apparently that doesn't count. I'm shocked. Those always count for the other team. The AI always gets... No, they don't always get that. I just remember the ones that they get called onside for. He was definitely offside. That injury to Richie is actually double negative because it increased the extra time. But somehow, I have no idea how, we pulled that off. And right here is where we went to double attacking midfielder. And that's a pretty big jump in XG right there with some good pressure. Maybe we've discovered something. Hopefully the injury to Richie is not too bad. We're definitely going to tell Kamara he did a good job. And we'll leave it at that. I don't know how the boys came back from that one. I'm not going to complain, though. We'll take it. I mean, we're still in the mix of things. Really just looking for that 50 points to make sure we feel like we feel comfortable about not dropping down to relegation. But also, the fact that we played very, very well so far kind of makes you feel like, man, we really need to keep this going. All right, well, a disappointing result and a kind of awesome result that ends up with some questions. Do we change our formation a bit? Do we go strikerless? For some reason, our guys play better without being in that striker role. I don't know how to explain that or why, but maybe we try it out. I don't know. We'll see. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.